But unless you've got those support acts, it doesn't pay off. That's the only way to win T20 cricket. Very rarely do you win it off your own bat or ball.
Yep, you're going to need a minimum of 5 bowlers.
Nice bit of pace just turned around the corner. Davis, who we're looking forward to seeing.
Barney along in support.
And that's just straight onto the pads, and we tickled round the corner for another single. No wicket for 5.
Yeah, been straight.
Down the wicket again. That's hit very hard straight down the ground. Should be cut off. It is.
Yeah,
Going to come back, though, for 2, which is good running.
Another good shot straight to the fielder, so...
Oh, he's got some pace about him, too. No one's backed that up, and that's poor.
Going to be overthrows.
It's going to be 4 of them, is it?
Looks to be reaching the boundary, so that's costly.
That's very costly.
Didn't look to be a run out on the cards.
Fallen straight, and that's a beautiful cover drive.
And
and that's going to go for 4. A really good around the world. A little lap sweep, and that's beautifully played. Just using the pace of the ball. Premeditated, sure, but well executed, and that's as important as anything. Well, quicker, that's gone straight up in the air.
Straight up in the air. Cover,
should be taken.
Coming around.
And will be taken.
Defendable total.
It's in the air. It's a beautiful shot, but long off's coming around. Any chance?
Clears
no
it.
chance. That's going to hit the fence on the full for 6. Now
there's the reverse.
Sweep, and that's a good shot. That's going to go all the way to the boundary for 4. Just had to beat the fielders inside the circle. If you get enough on it, it's 4. Smashes it back. Dropped again.
I think that was a tougher chance of the 2 that we've seen.
They're both tough, aren't they? They've been hit.
Bowled him.
Talk about taking wickets in the last ball of his first over. Nicely played out into the offside once again. It'll only be a single once again as Doran just tries to ease into his
innings.
Well, he hits that high and long. That's going to go straight down the throat of deep mid wicket, and a catch is taken. Good catch too.
Well held.
That wasn't an easy catch. That one's short and wide and gets smashed down to the boundary.
In the gap.
Huge effort down on the boundary and really well fielded. That is some sensational fielding.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful, beautiful shot.
Great shot, Jake Doran. Down on one knee with a sailing over mid-on for 6.
Bated breath. It's in the air. He's hit that very, very firmly. That's a beautiful shot again. When he hits them, they really stay hit. There's no chance of cutting that off. His 3rd over. That's full and straight. Hits mid off. Shy at the stumps. Was never going to be a run out, but always in case.
Oh, bold.
That's gone. Absolutely knocked him. Then he goes to slower ball. He'll get through for a single. And it's not bad batting, though, because that was pretty much all that was on off. Makes a bit of pace off that one. It's struck beautifully, but out to the sweeper is a good 25 metres off the boundary. That's a long boundary, as you mentioned earlier, mate. And that is beautifully played. Talk about just having game awareness. Knew the deep third was inside the circle.
Over a Doran. He's been in these situations before.
Slower ball and beautifully struck out to the offside. Again, there's a chase, and again, some clean hands. Going to have to hurry here. In fact, should be out by a long way. And got it over! It's not easy to come into these overs and try and get off the mark straight up.
Well timed. Hit firmly out to cover. That's going to race away for 4. So another good start for McMillan. 4 off the first ball of the
2.
Bowled him.
Bowls him, and the ball's gone miles again. The bail is just
3 wickets in the last 2 overs.
And just a little bit of hesitation as well. Batting out the overs doesn't. That's gone in the air, miles in the air. This will take some catching.
Third man comes in and can't reach it.
Not through lack of trying. Hits that firmly. Beautiful shot. Great shot for 4. That is a beautiful shot from Zach Curtin. 15. This time hits it again firmly. They've got one. They come back for two.
They do.
Two. And that's really good running again. And Freddie's not happy. He kicks the turf. That time takes pace off. They're just going to have to go.
Holds on to it. No need to take the shy there.
Goes straight up in the air.
Straight up.
The keeper's got plenty of work to do, but he is the skipper and very, very clean with the gloves. Curtin. Clark tries to spoon it over. And good catch. That's a beauty.
Well judged.
Really good catch by Imran Jr. Went over his head. Clark tried just scooping it over, but they're knocked over. Easy to do. He's changed direction 180 degrees from where he was going. All momentum. He's a fairly sizable lad to turn that around.
Managed to get two hands to it as well.
Win. That's fairly wide, and the umpire says too wide.
Well,
have to bowl that one again.
Switch.
But he's going to open his shoulders here.
Wade away there.
It's not going to reach the boundaries. There's protection from deep third. A fumble deep in the boundary, and they're a long way away. And the skipper hits it straight up in the air. This should be taken. And it is.
Comes around.
An early wicket. That's what Tasmania needed. Came around and comfortable. He sweeps that, sweeps it fine. That's going to race away. It's going to go all the way to the fence. You can't stop that at DXC Arena. That's for. And that's more of an outside edge. It'll glide down to the deep third boundary. And it's racing away. It'll be picked up just inside. And they'll collective. Full of straight.
Full again. This one's got through. Running through to the long on boundary.
That's hit on the up. Have a look at that shot. Well, you can't teach that. You can either play it or you can't. Yusuf, well, he can play it. He moves.
Long off out.
It's gone in the air, over cover. It's going to be a huge chase out to the cover boundary. They're going to pick it up just inside. Didn't get a huge. This is pushed into the leg side. Now, everyone's deep. It's hit to the circle, and that's perfect batting. That is the epitome of T20 experience right there.
Yeah, that's shots of that nature. It is difficult.
Taking across, and this time hits it beautifully. All the way through the offside, along the carpet for four. Farhan, we said he's not in the air. Has it cleared it off? It has, but only just. It won't race away for four on this occasion. They get two. They turn, but won't be able to get a third. Some good fielding. That's hit firmly. That's a beautiful shot. That'll be 1-2 bounces and over the rope. Through the gates. Don't get any extra for that, but a bit like that. Has he got enough on it? He does not. And it's out.
Well judged.
You can see where they want it to go. And it also may change the shot that he plays. They've got one. And they come back for two. They're going to come back for two, and that's good running.
Yeah, it's good by the Shaheens there. Can't get.
Smashed down the ground for four. That wasn't even all that full.
No, it's just a great shot.
That's short. That's smashed away. There is protection out of the leg side boundary. He picked up just inside. In fact, it's done so well, they'll keep it just to one. Really. Last ball of the 10th over. It's full. Well fielded. We'll just get the single, and that'll wrap up 10 overs. So 10 overs gone up. And that's in the air, and it's gone over backward point. They've taken the power surge, and they're going to make the most of it. Bowled him! Well bowled.
Cracking delivery.
Can he clear the infield? How about that? How about just smashing it over cover for four?
There's a bit of disdain in that one.
And that one's flicked down leg side, and that'll be four. Just lost his line of touch. Almost looked like he beat Farhan there. This one is in the air. Has it carried? It has. I reckon we've got another wicket. Pressridge gets a in the air, and that's going to go backward a point for four. The power surge, although they lost a couple of wickets, you have to
beat join on 4 points.
That's a full toss. Again, that's probably not a replay anyone wants to see. Full toss. Tried to heave it away. That's in the air. That should be out as well, and it is.
There it is, the 5th wicket. So here, it's a short.
Short and just glided down wide of deep third. To run the first one hard, it's a long way down there. Gonna have to hurry, but does, and gets home 5 for 102. Good. Just a little bit too much width, and in fact, they're going to come back. No, they're not, and I think that's a good decision.
Don't need any risk.
It's well bowled again. Like Scott, he's going to come back for 2. He's going to have to hurry, and does. Just about to say, I really liked. Just uses the pace beautifully. That's a great shot. A little wide. As soon as we said that he had great control, just lost that control at the end. When we get back on board tomorrow, and that's a full toss down leg side, and that's going to go out to the boundary. Scream of anguish from Scott. That's in the air. It's gone high in the air. Two fielders converge.
Ooh, and down.
And put down. Wasn't an easy catch. It's not easy. That's gone miles. Oh, my goodness. I hope it's got a passport. Because we're going to have to get that ball back from a long way. And that's flicked down the fine leg. If they can get back for 2, that'll be the game. Slight fumble. He's going to come back. And unfortunately, that sort of is the tail of the tape.
Stumps stop any momentum from the Tassie Tigers innings. And then in reverse, they were able to get off to the flyer. Farhan and Yusuf at the top of the order were able to find the boundaries right in the process.
And not just the Tassie Tigers, they join a huge logjam.
So they'll be full of confidence, Pakistan Shaheens.
Oh, it's all over here at DXC Arena, and the 9 balls to spare, and with 5 wickets in hand. We look at the bowlers, and I thought Prestwich was good, even though he went for a few runs, 3 for 27. McMillan probably not at his best. Scott, I thought, was good also, 1 for 18.